What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Modern Day Trader channel. This is weekly review number 9, and it was almost a quiet week with no trades. But at the end of Friday, caught one position. It was a W. We have broken the damn streak. We've broken the streak. One win. It was only a 1-1. Had a lot more potential, but because of the time of the day, I just had to cut the trade short because my current challenge rules don't allow me to hold trades over the weekend. Otherwise, I definitely would have held that position and would still be in. But yeah, let's just take a look at that one trade, and maybe the data for the week. So as you guys can see, one trade taken this week. This is my first trade of May, to be honest. You obviously know last week's review, there was no trades taken. This week was different, more frustrating because there were positions for me to take. It was just a crazy week in the office. As you know, my daytime job is a property development manager. I work within the family business, which is primarily construction, but we do property development as well. And one of our JV partners for the one development we're packaging was down in Durban, and we had quite a few meetings on that development. And so Tuesday, Wednesday was just crazy, which is normally when I take positions. Thursday was a bit quiet, nothing taken. And then, Friday, fortunately, one position, GBP JPY long, closed out 1.14R on a half risk was 0.57%. So, month to date is as that is 0.57 up, 1.14R up. So year to date still, though, negative about 6R. You can see making a young U-turn potentially. Just maybe looking at the account metrics real quick. Still FTMO 10K account. On this account, we are sitting at minus 4.76%. So look, it's the first win. I'm not getting too excited about it. It just feels good not to lose after so long. So let's claw it back. Still in the running. But not much movement this week. I think there should have been a lot more trades taken, potentially 2 or 3 more, because there was a bit of movement on other pairs. But the one I'm grateful for the one that I did catch, to be honest. And just looking at the position itself, pound JPY long, just starting on maybe you guys can see price in an uptrend. Making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we pulled back into this point of interest. It's a 4-hour point of interest. We mitigated that in a very shallow manner, and that makes me uneasy sometimes. But I think initially, even in the weekly live, I'd said the potential for this to come a bit deeper into the POI. We didn't get that. We carried on going higher, and I think, like I'd said as well, look, we can analyze, we can forecast, but at the end of the day, I need to do I need to trade in alignment with what the market's doing. So market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and I need to ride that wave and keep taking it higher, regardless of what I think it may do. And look, it wasn't the cleanest, very low momentum throughout the week, but I saw on Friday that this was shaping up quite nicely. It was a bit of a waiting game. There was this confluent imbalance that formed just above the POI. I liked how price was rejecting it, or at least struggling to enter even multiple times. And that kind of just gave me a bit more confidence that once we did get into the POI, we may not stay there for too long. But even if we did stay there, I think there was a good chance that we were going to reject it. So that was, again, just more of a confluence. We got in there, formed one doji candle. I wasn't looking for a lot. It was also late in the day. I think I was very quick on the trigger, but made sure that it did meet the plan. Entered that. I think we hovered around there for a bit, and then we just kind of going on this position. Moved to break even, which was somewhere there, and then just carried on going on this. Once this reached the equal highs, it started to stall a bit. My profit target is normally at the equal highs unless we're trading within a 4-hour structure, which we were. I told you we mitigated the 4-hour POI, and so my TP was way up here. I think that's why I said initially that this had a lot of potential, and this was essentially a 1:22. Look, those are rare. You really do get those, but obviously taking it on a much lower time frame, the risk to reward makes it. And that wasn't a 4-hour entry; it was a 20-minute entry within a 4-hour structure. I think that's the benefit of sometimes using multiple time frames. Target high time frame target, but refine that into a lower time frame. And look, if your timing's right, and ride that maybe to the full TP. Like I'd said, I had to close this manually. In my plan, I closed positions at 9 p.m. So it was there actually. So close positions at 9 p.m. Every Friday. And so, move that. And so, this was closed for 1.14 R. And walked away with profit for the week. So, that was essentially the trading day. If there's one thing I'm kind of taking away from this week, it's that I never know when I'm going to get an entry. Sometimes it's going to be the last setup potentially on a Friday. Sometimes it's going to be the first setup on a Monday. I don't know. My plan personally doesn't, at least for now, cater for entries within a specific time frame. So maintaining focus throughout is critical, because I can tell you now from a morale perspective, almost going 2 weeks without taking a trade on the back of a string of losses, to catch this win it just lifts the spirit so much. And it's another data point to sort of analyze and break down and figure out, okay, what went right with this trade? What were the conditions that, I can tick off to say, okay, I need to start identifying more trades that meet this criteria or that form within these conditions to improve my sequence of results. So, and if I hadn't taken the trade, if I just switched off late in the day, and I almost did because I think I was at the barber even at the time. It's a trade I took on my phone, but I'd analyzed it. I have my pre-trade checklist on the phone. I got an alert when price got into that POI, and I was attentive enough to still take the trade, even though I wasn't in my normal trading environment. And so I think that topic or keeping or maintaining that focus throughout just resonated quite a bit with me, because I almost didn't take the position. And that speaks to the trades that I did miss as well this week. There's an abundance of opportunity in the market each week, and really as a trader, it's just your job to just maintain that focus so that you can capitalize on the opportunities when they do present themselves, because you do not know when they will. Obviously, it's easier when you set your entries to a specific trading session or time, because then you only got to be really aggressive and focused at that time. But for now, that's not the case with my plan, and so it takes having to maintain that focus throughout the week, which I'm okay with for now. Let's see how the plan develops. In terms of my processes, I'd say forecasting wasn't great. That resulted in missing a lot of trades. Again, like last week, I just go through my processes each week just to see where the gaps are and make sure that going into the next week, I know what I need to work on. Last week, I wasn't so good in terms of consuming content, as well as publishing investment research, which speaks to my back testing. This week, I did a lot better with those. I think that's why I like to touch base on what I was kind of lacking on this week, so that going into the next week, I know that however the week's looking, can't make it a habit of slacking on certain processes. So consuming content, I was good on that. There was a couple of videos, and there's a few channels that I watch on YouTube just to reinforce certain ideas or frameworks, and that just contribute to my current development of my trading plan. And then backtesting certain concepts and then detailing my trading plan, which is something you guys know that I'm doing. I was quite consistent on that. So it was good from that sense. But again, there's 6 processes. And what really took a hit this week was forecasting positions and just keeping focus on how the market's developing. And as a result, obviously, my journaling of each position, advanced self-review weekly takes a note. Building the Modern Day Trader channel, we're always consistent on that. We keep that going. I think that's a big part of the development as traders. And yeah, we've got something really exciting, I think, in the works. What we kind of planning or calling a 100K challenge. And we'll probably have a bit of detail around that soon. Marcia and I just need to chat, but stay tuned for our bi-weekly podcast that's dropping this coming Friday. We chat a bit about that. But yeah, I think next week's review will have a lot more detail around what we're planning to do with this 100K challenge and why it is literally going to be a game changer for our trading and the results come, and just ticking off those goals of being consistently profitable traders and being funded traders. So that is this week's review. Hope you guys took some value away from it. And if there's one thing you did take away from it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of our other work. Remember, guys, consistency is the choice you make when you start doing the things you know you should be doing day in and day out.